The new neighbor. Sarah lived in a cozy apartment in the big city of New York. She was a teacher who loved her quiet street and her many books. One sunny Saturday morning, she looked out her window and saw a giant yellow truck pulling up. Someone new was moving into the empty apartment next door. Sarah wondered if her new neighbor would be kind. Sarah decided to go into the hallway to say hello. There she saw a young man struggling to balance a very large, heavy cardboard box. He looked a little tired from all the work. "Hello. I am Sarah," she said with a warm smile. "Do you need some help with that?" "Oh, hello. Yes, please. This box is very heavy," the man replied. His name was Mark, and he was an artist who had just moved from a city called Chicago. Sarah grabbed one side of the box, and together they carried it easily into his new home. As they moved more boxes, Sarah learned a lot about Mark. He loved painting bright, colorful pictures and listening to smooth jazz music. He even showed her a few of his favorite brushes. Sarah told him all about her school and her favorite parks in New York. 2 nights later, Sarah was sitting on her sofa reading a book. Suddenly she heard a strange noise through the wall. Drip, drop, splash. It was late, but the sound was getting louder. It sounded like a lot of water was falling in Mark's apartment. Sarah went to the hallway to check on him. Sarah knocked loudly. When Mark opened the door, he looked very worried. He was holding a bunch of wet towels, and his socks were completely soaked. "Sarah, I am so glad you are here," he cried. "There is a big problem with the kitchen sink. Water is everywhere." Luckily, Sarah knew exactly what to do. Her father was a plumber, and he had taught her how to fix things around the house. She marched into the kitchen and knelt down. She showed Mark a small silver handle under the sink. "We have to turn this valve to stop the water," she explained. With a quick twist, the water stopped flowing. Then, Sarah and Mark grabbed mops and old blankets. They worked together to dry the floor until it was shiny and clean again. "Thank you, Sarah," Mark said. "You saved my apartment." Sarah smiled and said, "That's what neighbors are for." The next weekend, the sun was shining again. Mark wanted to thank Sarah for being such a helpful neighbor. He invited her over for a special dinner. He put on some soft music and began to cook a big pot of delicious pasta with red sauce. They sat at the table and talked for hours. They talked about art, travel, and their favorite things to do in the city. Sarah was very happy. Moving to a new place can be hard, but now she had a wonderful new friend living right next door.